The Ministerial Code says that ministers who knowingly mislead Parliament will be expected to offer their resignation. Does the Prime Minister believe that applies to him?
Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, of course, but let me tell the House that I think he's inviting a question about an investigation which, as you know, Mr. Speaker, I can't comment.
On the 1st of December, the Prime Minister told this House, in relation to parties during lockdown, all guidance was followed completely in number 10 from that dispatch box. Yeah. On the 8th of December, looks quizzical, he said it. On the 8th of December, the Prime Minister told this House, I have been repeatedly assured since these allegations emerged there was no party. So since he acknowledges the Ministerial Code applies to him, will he now resign?
No, Mr. Speaker. Let me just remind the House, and indeed remind the country, that he has been relentlessly opportunistic, and it's precisely because we didn't listen to Captain Hindsight that we have the fastest growing economy in the G7, Mr. Speaker, and we have got all the big calls right.
The guy that said in hindsight he now appreciates it was a party. We've discovered the real Captain Hindsight, haven't we, Mr. Speaker?
Wearing a party hat.
Let me spell out. They shout now. They're going to have to go out and defend some of this nonsense. The reality is that we now have the shameful spectacle of a Prime Minister of the United Kingdom being subject to a police investigation. Does the Prime Minister really not understand the damage his behaviour is doing to our country?
Every moment he stays, he's dragging out the agony for families who are reminded of the sacrifices they made, and dragging his party further through the dirt. The public knows it, the House knows it, even his own MPs know it. The impending national insurance tax hike hangs like a guillotine while they eat cake. This is nothing short of a crisis. It is time to get this over with. Show the Prime Minister the door.
Yeah. Prime Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I don't know who's been eating more cake.
Happy unbirthday to him, because just like the Mad Hatter, he didn't need the excuse of a birthday to have a party, but it did help, didn't it? So when he had groups of people singing to him when illegal gatherings indoor were illegal and communal singing was banned, my constituents think that he has lied. I would prefer to be led by a lawyer than a liar. Will he now resign?
A nurse who organised a small socially distanced demonstration against this government's pay cuts was fined £10,000. People out there are sick to the back teeth of it being one rule for the Tories and another for everyone else. The Prime Minister, for once, needs to do a decent thing. For God's sake, resign.
Mr. Speaker, I don't think there was a question there. There was an invitation for me to do what, of course, the Labour Party wants me to do, but I'm not going to do it, Mr. Speaker. We are going to carry on with our agenda.